to the final performance of our double cast Pijama game weekend. This is the cast of Stripes in the Pijama game. Give them a round of applause. My name is Matthew Cossack. I have the incredible honor of directing this Rafters company, and I want to take just a moment to introduce you to the rest of our fantastic production team. To my left, we have our music director, Mr. Stephen Sorrow. Backstage, our choreographer, Rachel Bertone. Our sets, costumes, and properties designer, Singin' Lee. We had two fantastic high school interns helping us out with this production. Backstage is Miss Noam Wiesel. And at the back of the house, Miss Sarah Simon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today marks a very, very special day for about half of this Rafters company. It's 8th graders, and today is their final performance on this Arttbarn main stage. We are going to honor them with a little graduation ceremony after the performance today, so we invite you all to stick around for that. We'll probably be joined by some guests who came to see the afternoon show and are coming back for that moment. If you can't stick around, please, after the show, just make your way out, and we're going to try to get that graduation started as quickly as possible. It is a lovely moment. We're honored to have, I believe, most of the cast of Plaids here tonight. They closed their show this afternoon. It's a magical moment, and it's a monumental moment for these guys. Many of them have been performing with us since 1st grade, which, if I'm doing the math correctly, amounts to 20+ shows with us, and also the better parts of their life that they can remember. So it really is a magical day, and we're excited that you can all be here for it. We have our fantastic videographer, Alan McRae, here today. He's capturing this show for us with about 8 cameras back there, and he's going to get that graduation ceremony too. So you can just put your devices away and enjoy the live theater that's going to happen for you. I think that's all I have to say. Chloe, are you in here? Is there anything I'm missing?
No, you're great.
I'm great.
Great.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to see a show?
Yeah!
Here it is. Cast of Stripes in the Pijama game.
Drama. It's kind of a problem play. It's about capital and labor. I wouldn't bother to make such a point of all this, except later on, if you happen to see a lot of romantic foolishness, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. You see, this play is full of symbolism. I work in the Sleep Tight Pajama Factory in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The Pajama game is the game I'm in, and I'm proud to be in the Pajama game. I love it. I can hardly wait to wake and get to work and eat. Nothing's quite the same as a Pajama game. I'm an executive. I'm a time study man. I can tell you per second how many stitches go into a pair of pajamas. I can time anything. You'll see what I mean. All right, let her go! All right, everybody, I've got my stopwatch on you. Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry and waste time. Hurry and waste time. When you're racing with the clock. When you're racing with the clock. And second hand doesn't understand that your back may break and your fingers ache and your constitution isn't made of rock. It's a lose and race. You're racing with the race and racing with the clock. the romantic parts. Oh, look out! Here goes my boss, Mr. Hassler.
Waste. What are all these lights doing on? You think J.P. Morgan got rich leaving lights burning all over Wall Street? Where's my secretary? Gladys!
Yes, Mr. Hassler?
My wife. I love her.
Where's the new superintendent?
We can't find him. Oh, there's Mabel. She'll know.
Where's Sorokin?
He's around the plant somewhere, Mr. Hassler. First there's leak in the water tower, and then he went down to the boiler room.
Well, go find him.
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Gladys, take a letter.
Yes, sir.
Board of Directors, employees demand for 7.5-cent raise. Absolutely unnecessary. Hines,
Yes, sir.
keep things going.
Okay, Chief. Hurry up, everybody. Seconds are ticking.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry and waste time. Hurry and waste time. When you're racing with the clock. When you're racing with the clock. And the second hand doesn't understand that your back may break, your fingers ache, and your constitution isn't made of rock. So hurry up, racing with the racing with the clock. Racing with the clock. Will old man Hassler break down and come up with that 7.5-cent raise? How in hell can I buy me a swell new second-hand car on that salary he pays? What do you think of the new superintendent? He's cute. He'll never last.
He's kind of fresh for a new superintendent.
I like a man with a spunk. You like a man, period.
Hucklebuffy, tempest fugitive.
Waste.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry and waste time. Hurry and waste time. When you're racing with the clock. When you're racing with the clock. And the second hand doesn't understand that your back may break and your fingers ache and your constitution isn't made of rock. So hurry and racing with the racing with the clock. Racing with the clock. Can't waste time. Racing. What? Hey, Mary, are you going to the cafeteria?
Sure.
Think you can spot me?
Ginny, again?
I promise I'll pay you back, please.
Okay.
I sure could use that 7.5-cent raise.
We all could use that 7.5-cent raise.
Hey, what'd you figure? You gonna get a strike?
I don't know. I figured that's what we pay our dues for, so that press can sort it out.
What happens if you strike though? Do you really think Ashley will give in?
Sure, he'll have to, won't he?
Either that or just buy us off. Then we'll have bigger problems with just 7.5 cents.
You worry too much. Fred says we can trust him. Let's trust him.
I don't know though.
Can we please go eat?
We can fix it when they're at lunch. No, Phillips, it's the number 9.
This new super won't last.
They never last. Bernie whole second floor was broke down when he couldn't find
He
him.
was too busy yelling at me to fix the boiler.
You shouldn't have to stand for that.
I don't stand for that.
Screwdriver.
There's plenty of other places I can work.
Give me a screwdriver.
Did you hear they're paying out at the packing plant?
That'll be more than what they're paying around here.
I heard 93 up. That ain't paying either.
Screwdriver.
Oh, Mr. Sorokin.
Yes, Mabel.
Mr. Hassler's gone to the shipping room. He wants you right away.
I can't have to fix the number 9.
Yes, I know. Look, Mr. Hassler's kind of difficult sometimes. You're the 3rd superintendent we've had this year.
And I'll be the last, Mabel, because I want this job.
Oh, you don't say?
Bring me a switch.
I'll tell him you're awful busy.
Thanks.
And did you hear what they're paying up the casket company? I heard 82 up.
My gosh, you'd be a sensation at the casket company. You can get a job as a tester and just lie around confidence all day. Now hurry up.
I'm hurrying!
Well, hurry faster.
Hey, you can't do that to me!
The hell I can't, I just did.
Well, I'll fix you. I'm gonna go get the grievance committee.
Go get him, it'll give you something to do.
I'll show you. My weak arm, too.
You know, the grievance committee can start quite a rhubarb.
Oh, the whole town's a rhubarb. Now run to the storehouse and get me a fuse. Move.
Mr. Hassler's looking for you. Did you get lost?
I had to fix the number 9.
I expected you in the shipping room. Next time when I send for you, I'll expect you. That's the way we run things around here.
Don't pay any attention to him, Sid.
Thanks.
When did you get so familiar with him? Calling him Sid, what does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I like to be friendly.
Friendly, you're always flirting.
There's no need to be jealous.
I'm not jealous.
Mr. Sorokin, I told you to be careful when I heard about you beating up that boy.
I didn't beat him up.
Well, he's dangling his arm like it was hurt terrible.
Just let him take it up with the committee.
Oh, don't worry. He's doing that. Here comes Dave Williams now.
I'll be delighted to talk to him.
All right, mister. Talk to the grievance committee.
You're the grievance committee?
That's right, Mr. Sorokin. Is that a problem?
No. I just was expecting something different, I guess.
Well, Pete here says you hit him.
Socked me is what he did. He socked me.
Socked? Let's be practical. That's a lot of nonsense.
We don't happen to think so, Mr. Sorokin. You're not supposed to strike an employee. We have rules about that.
For both sides, I hope. Look, Miss Wilson.
Her name is Miss Williams.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Williams.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you ought to know the committee's right name.
Can we fix this up later? I have to get the factory going.
Of course we can, Mr. Sorokin. That's in the rule book, too. Go tell the nurse to check your arm, then send me a report.
Can't shove me around. It was broke once already.
Thank you for your cooperation, Miss Williams.
It's all in the rule book.
I must read the school book sometime.
You certainly should.
Hey, I have to say, you're the cutest grievance committee I ever had to deal with.
Racing with the clock, when you're racing with the clock, and the second hand doesn't understand that your back may break when your fingers ache and your constitution isn't made of rock. It's a losing race, so you're racing with the racing with the clock.
You elected me president. You've got to have confidence in me.
Oh, come on, Prez. I have confidence in you. We all do. I was only saying.
Look, this is no time to be talking about no ultimatums and no strikes.
Yes, but the 7.5 cents.
Wait a minute. There ain't no question but that we're going to get that 7.5 cent raise. Other companies are paying it and we're entitled to it. But we've got to be smart. Wait, old Hassan's got so many orders he can't afford to shut the company down. Then we got him.
You bet we got him.
Well, I wouldn't want no super to try and shove me around. Hi, babe. Hi, girls.
Say, babe, what about that kid that got hit?
What did your super have to say for himself? That kid hasn't even got a bruise on his arm. He's a faker.
You think so, huh, baby?
Sure, he's a phony. If that guy Sorokin ever really hit him, he'd break him in two.
Okay.
Because Mr. Sorokin is so strong.
He's so wonderful.
What's this? The new super. I think he's simply woo-woo, don't you?
I didn't notice.
I noticed. I thought Babe was noticing too. Yeah, she lit up.
You girls are getting...
Well, it's at last, Babe, Willie.
Oh, get off it. I hardly looked at the man. I'm the grievance committee. Love, are you nuts?
Oh, sorry.
Can't tell when it hits them.
Got those figures for Mr. Hassler?
They're still in the file. Superintendent's office. No, I'm sorry, he's out at the moment. Yes, I understand this is the 5th time you've called. Come in. Well, he's very busy. Want to buy a ticket for the picnic? Might as well get it over with. $1 and all the beer you can guzzle. No beer for me. It gives me the heartburn. Something awful.
Me too.
Mr. Hines, are you going to do your night throwing act again this year?
I suppose so. There always seems to be a demand for it.
Was you honest on the real stage?
Oh, that's where I first met him, Bootsy. Throwing knives at a woman at the Majestic Theater.
Here, $1 harder dollar, and I hope the ham ain't as salty as it was the last evening. Thank you. Gladys, ticket for you?
Not now. Try me again later?
Sure.
What are you doing? Leaving him a note, huh? Carry on Sorokin, huh?
Oh, Vernon.
I saw you leave that note on his desk. I'm not blind.
You make me scream, Vernon. You just make me scream.
All right then, what's in it? I dare you to tell me what's in it.
Read it then.
Payroll $7,502.01.
That means I love you in the Morse code.
Aren't you ashamed of yourself, Heinzie?
Now that that's over, do you think you could trust me as far as the ladies' room?
I'll never be jealous again. Never.
Maybe I'll give you cause one day.
She's kidding, Heinzie.
What right does the union have to run their Coca-Cola machine with our electricity? What's this? This book shouldn't be left lying around. Gladys!
She's gone to the...
Gladys!
Yeah?
Where have you been?
I was just on my way to the ladies. Isn't that all right?
What, this book?
Oh, Mr. Hassel, you scared the life out of me. I got the key right around my neck, see?
I don't want it left lying around. Is that clear?
Yes.
If I can't trust Gladys, who can I trust?
I wouldn't know. What if you use a skeleton looked up in there? Say, Mabel, I have a question. What kind of doll is Babe Williams?
Babe, she's peppy, full of spunk.
Is she married?
No.
Is this you, Press? Sorokin speaking. Say, whatever happened to that complaint about that helper I was supposed to have socked? I'd like to get that settled. Would you send the grievance committee up to my office? No, right away, thanks.
I heard you had an eye for her.
Ah, you hear things easily around this place. First thing you know, they'll be talking about us.
Don't think it has been mentioned. Come in.
Ah, Miss Williams. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Mabel, would you give us a minute?
Okay.
I'd like to talk to you about this second battery.
We thought we'd just forget about that, Mr. Sorokin.
Yes?
Sure, we all knew that injured arm was a lot of nonsense. We have it down in our books as a slight match.
But Miss Williams, sit down. I would like to ask you something. How about a date?
What?
How about going out to dinner sometime?
Thanks, but I don't think so.
What is this strange power I have over women?
It really wouldn't work, not at all. It's nothing personal, but you see, you're the superintendent, and I'm the grievance committee.
Sleep tight, we pledge our hearts' devotion to thee, Oh, sleep tight, rest in the land, your reinforced buttons and stretch through
Now, at this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to someone who don't actually need no introduction on account of us all knowing him. Our boss, Mr. Myron Hassler!
Thank you. I'm proud to be with you. We're all members of a great industry. But my friends, that industry is at a crossroads. These are times of terrible economic upheaval. I cannot remember a time when competition so ruthless, costs so outrageous, and profit margins sunk so low. Whether your company can weather the storm of rising costs is a great question. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hassler. I'm sure we all enjoyed hearing from you. Now, first thing after we leave the festival board, there will be a knife throwing exhibition from Professor Vernon Hyde. And I never miss. And the baseball game will begin at 1:30 sharp. Now, who wants to be my partner in the three-legged race? That's all.
Me for the baseball.
I would have beaten that three-legged race.
Can't wait if you don't practice.
Well, if it isn't Miss Grievance Committee.
Hello.
I have a grievance. There's this new fellow called Sid Sorokin. Been knocking himself out trying to get this doll's eye, but he can't make a score.
Well, you could tell him that Miss Williams is a very cold, hard-boiled doll, and he wouldn't like her at all if he got to know her.
I would sure tell him that, but he's an awful problem. Stubborn as hell.
I love these picnics. I always come back to the road for them.
Oh yeah? Where you been lately?
Oh, Massilian, Chillicothe, Ben Wirt, Napoleon. And I tell you, they all got one thing in common.
What's that?
They love to buy sleep-tight pajamas.
Having a new season name?
Finest season I've ever had. Well, it looks like I'll have to make an announcement about the mix-up. It seems there aren't going to be enough baked beans to go around.
But there's plenty of potato salad, so them that don't care for beans can go heavy on the potato salad, and vice versa.
Hustler's balking at the pay raise, and these are the things we're concerned with.
It's a picnic, Josie. How about we enjoy ourselves for a day?
You know what I'd enjoy?
7.5 cents.
That's right.
Hear ye, this way for the knife throwing.
Get ready for a ride of thrills! Introducing Professor Vernon Hines, master of the flying blades. Are you ready, Professor?
I am ready. Say, is the trained nurse in attendance?
The trained nurse is here.
The excitement may prove too great a strain on some of our fair spectators. Ladies and gents, your kind attention. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I'm not jealous. Now, some daring soul in the audience will consent to stand up against the board. I will show you this act as it should be played.
No way, Heinz. We all will.
It's too dangerous.
Don't make a fool of yourself, Vernon.
11 years in the public eye and never drew a drop of blood.
You do it, Gladys.
Hey, Hansi, I'll do it.
Don't get foolish now.
I'll do it.
Don't be silly, babe.
Ready, Heinzie?
That's the spirit, babe! You show 'em!
I don't think she should.
No, she shouldn't.
Hold still.
Something awful is gonna happen.
Don't be a fool now.
Keep out of this. Go on, shoot, Professor.
All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3.
Is it over? He didn't throw it, Oopsie.
All right, that's enough. That's
Throw
enough.
one for real now,
That's
Heinzie.
enough. Break it up.
Hey, guess what? Mr. House is playing first base and he's so funny.
Hassler, first base, holy smoke, let's go.
I tell you, I'm not jealous.
I didn't say you were jealous. I said you were foolish.
Well, you can't have everything.
This defined policy of yours is going to get you in trouble someday, Catherine.
Well, it's worked out all right for me so far.
You know what? I have a new policy for you and me.
Oh?
Let's quit fighting.
What fight?
Come here, Catherine.
Where are we going?
Babe and Sid are going on a walk. The new policy. By the way, I think you're terrific.
You know what? You're not so bad yourself.
You know what I love about these picnics? They bring people together.
They definitely do.
Well, let's go catch that ball game.
Mr. Hassler called. I spoke with him personally. He says he wants to see us tomorrow in his office at noon.
Does that mean we won? We won! I'm sorry.
Take it easy, May. Mr. Hassler just wants to talk with us.
Should we wait for Babe?
What for?
You know who she's going out with? Mr. Somebody Special.
Oh, Babe's all right.
I didn't say she wasn't, but she sure is busy these days.
Well, I don't think a girl should get too emotional over the management.
Babe can take care of herself.
The trouble is when you start falling for a guy, how do you know how far you're going to fall?
Hello, babe. We were just talking about you.
Are you coming?
No, I've got a date.
Have fun.
I will.
Hi. Did I keep you waiting?
That just makes it much nicer when you arrive.
Babe, these past 4 weeks, I feel good. I feel right, you know?
I feel like my feet don't even touch the ground.
We're good together, right?
Sid, there's something that I've got to talk to you about.
What?
I think you're wonderful, but we're in for a lot of trouble.
No, why should we be?
There's something going to come between us.
Who?
Not in who. 7.5 cents.
Oh, that.
That is important, and I think we ought to face that.
Don't
before-
talk nonsense.
Don't treat me like a baby.
I'm not.
Sid, listen. The union is important to me, and no matter what's with us, I'm going to be fighting for my side and fighting hard.
But babe, if we both care about each other, isn't that enough?
You don't know me.
Babe, I love you.
Oh? Well, I love you too, but
I love you. I love you more than all the heroes in all the world and all the history.
tell me!
I love you.
Tell me!
Well, I'll tell you.
There once
come or dragon to back up my bragging. How can I show what I would do? I only know there once was a man who loved a woman. She was one he ate the apple for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more.
There once was a woman, she loved a man. He was the one that she took poison for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more.
Tell me.
My love's New York, it's nearly historic. A whirlwind, a cyclone on wheels. It rocks my whole solar plexus. It's bigger than Texas. I just can't tell you how it feels. I only know there once was a woman who loved a man. Loved him enough to cause the Trojan War. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more.
More, 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 more. Who loved a woman? She was one who seemed to done it for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more. But me, I love you more.
Well,
The committee's in a talking to Mr. Hassler right now.
how long they been in there?
Not long.
Too long.
Who knows?
How long does he need to give us a raise?
Apparently a bit long.
I told you we wouldn't get no place.
Looks like another run around, Prez.
He's a fighter, he says. What a line!
Oh, you should have heard him, babe.
We all gotta work to preserve that sleek, tight print. Easy for him to say, but we're not getting any place.
We're going backwards.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying not now. This thing's been dragging on for months. I'd say my patience is about worn out. I'm going to tell you the truth. We know the company's doing one hell of a business. We don't have no education maybe, but we've got eyes and ears.
Yeah!
Everyone in the industry has a 7.5-cent raise.
So what now, Prez?
Slow down. Attaboy!
Yeah.
This is it! There's the bell. Come on, guys! This is what we've been waiting for! Something's very wrong here. What's the matter?
I don't know, Mr. Hines. I guess I'm just overworked or something. Ever since lunch, I just can't seem to get the hang of it. Oopsie.
Oopsie! Well, I think I get the hang of it, and I'm going to see the superintendent about what's going on around here.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Can't waste time. Can't waste time. When you're racing with the clock. When you're racing with the clock. And the second hand doesn't understand that your
All right, everyone. This is a nice little show you're putting on, but I don't like it. You have a contract. I expect a day's work for a day's pay. I can still hire and fire around here, so let's go.
Somebody jammed the line.
Who did that?
I did.
You're fired.
I am.
Yes.
That's fine. First vacation I've had in 3 years. I need one. So long.
We'll be operating again in 15 minutes. Now, clear out so I call you back. Ah!
Watch out, Sid. Did you get burned?
Yeah.
And so, to the type of member I run into from time to time who says, "What good is the union? Why should I pay my dues?" I say to them, "Where would you be in this here battle for 7.5 cents if it wasn't for the union? Because we're sure as hell gonna get it!" Now, before we break, we have a little entertainment worked up for you. Something I worked up with some of the folks on the floor. If these good folks is good enough to come out here and perform this for you, the least you can do is not sneak out the back door like last time. This little number we have worked up is something right on the nose, because it's about getting hot. And fellow union members, that's what we're doing. Getting hot!
I got steam heat. I got steam heat. I got steam heat. But I need your love to keep away the cold. I got steam heat. I got steam heat. I got steam heat. But I can't get one without your hand to hold. The radiator's hissing, still I need your kissing to keep me from freezing each night. I got a hot water bottle, but nothing I got to take the place of you. Holding me tight, I got steam heat. I got steam heat. I got steam heat, but I can't get warm without your hand to hold. Come on, union, get hot. 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 Come on, 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 come on. Come on, union, get hot. But I need your love to keep away the cold. I need your love to keep away the cold.
We can't just sit around here doing nothing. We've got to make plans. Hats aren't going to give in easy.
You got the slowdown.
I mean, other things. For instance, my buddy Jake says when he was working back at the Ironclad Overall Company and they was having trouble, they spit tobacco juice in the back pockets of the overalls.
I draw the line at chewing tobacco.
I wasn't suggesting that.
How about the Packers with the
size large bottoms with size small tops. And like that. Now that's constructive. That's what I mean.
But that wouldn't take effect soon enough. We have to put the screws on them now, not later.
We put the screws on them and Babe got fired for it, though.
Well, the union ought to do something about that, too.
We could have if she hadn't stood up and admitted she did it, but if somebody up in the midst, they've been busting up company property, well. I'm sorry, Babe.
Don't worry about it. Vacation, remember?
What if some of the buttons ain't sewed on too good?
What's that?
I said, accident, you know. Some of the buttons ain't sewed on too good. Now that's clear thinking. Wait till the salesman comes screaming back to Hassler.
Yes. Here.
Oh, hello.
Mr. Sorokin!
Big meeting, eh? What do you want to interrupt?
We were just finishing up. Thanks for meeting us, babe. Good luck.
If you're here to tell me I can't be on company property, I was just
Oh
leaving.
my god, look, I don't care about that. Just because we're different sides of this thing doesn't mean you and I have to get all balled up about it.
Looks like it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Sid, I warned you. I told you. You knew all about how I felt. I happen to think there are some things a person has to stand for in this life. But I guess you forgot all about that.
I forgot nothing. They paid me to run the factory.
So run the factory.
Hey, why can't you see my side of this? I can't fail at this. I was a cutting room foreman before I bluffed my way into this job, and I'm planning to fight to stay here.
So you fight for your side and I'll fight for mine. Good night, Mr. Sorokin.
Big.
Hey, Ginny, you crazy? Slow down.
Nobody's looking.
Here comes Mr. Hines.
Oh, excuse me.
You're all a disgrace to my training.
Well, I guess you'll just have to take the time to train us all over again.
Now you're just hurting my feelings.
Oh, Mr. Hines, we didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
It's nothing personal, Hinesy.
It cuts, it cuts. I have the notion to throw away my stopwatch and give up. Oh no, please don't do that. Oh no, Heinzie.
Oh, no, please don't do that. Oh, no.
Where's Mr. Hassler? I thought you were in Peoria.
I asked Mr. Hassler and I get Peoria. Don't tell me you're part of the slowdown. Never mind, I'll get her myself.
Did you hear that?
Seems awfully upset.
To accuse me of the slowdown? Me, a man who lives his life by the clock? I'm a time study man, and a time study man can't waste time. For a time study man to waste time is a crime. So I move by the tick-tick-tock, and I live my life by the clock. I live my life by the tick-tick-tock of the clock. When I go to sleep, I don't undress. That's right, I sleep in all my clothes. I must confess, you say a strange way to behave. And I will admit that the soup gets mussed and it gathers low and it picks up dust. But think of the time I save. Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, time is future. Tick-tock, time goes by. How I love to sit and watch the seconds multiply. At breakfast time, I grab a bowl, and in that bowl I drop an egg, and add some juice. A poor excuse for what I crave. And then I add some oatmeal too, and it comes out tasting just like glue. But think of the time I save. Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, time is future. Tick-tock, time goes by. I'll be sitting counting seconds till the day I die. And when I do, I have a plan. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. That's what I said. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave.
That's so sad.
'Cause when I say to you, I know it's just but think of the time I'll save. Think of the time I'll save.
else if we don't make deliveries? Well, that's not my department.
Good morning, Mr. Hassler.
The whole country is on the skids, and here I am with employees openly defying to top management.
Mr. Hassler, maybe we could offer a compromise.
Not until there's ice in hell 3 feet thick. I'm a fighter, Sorokin.
We've got hundreds of orders to get out.
That's right, Mr. Hassler. Here's a letter from Marks and Klein over in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Marks and Klein, communists, want another price cut, I suppose.
Well, they say unless we take care of the shipment.
No, Mabel, don't stand there and bother me with letters from Marks and Klein. I've been dealing with them for 20 years.
Well, Mr. Hassler,
I've been looking for you, Mr. Hassler.
Why aren't you out into our territory? What are you doing here?
I'm here because of what happened in Peoria. The elevator stopped. Hey, you lads! What size are you? Size B, what is this? Take your pants off. I'll do no such thing. Mr. Hassler, this is life and death to the sleep-tight organization. I want him to model these pajamas. I'm a very busy man. I'm a time-study man, not a model.
Hines, take your pants off.
Okay, Chief.
Oh, what a day.
Now, Mr. Hassler, I'm not one of those type salesmen who believes in half measures. So, when I get a sample room, I do just what we got Heinz doing. I model the pants myself. So, there I am in Peoria, and I'm modeling the pants. Two buyers are very impressed with the line and want to buy. Get the picture?
I hope there's some point to all this.
Heinz, take a deep breath. This is truly ridiculous. Now, keep in mind you got these right out of the storeroom.
He said to breathe. Breathe. Let's get it over with.
My God!
Who did this?
They're all like these. Boxes and boxes of them.
But
Two threads in every waistband button.
sabotage, open rebellion.
It might be just a coincidence.
Oh, put your pants on. Give me the stockroom.
I'll be the laughing stock of the pajama game.
You never finished your story. What did those buyers do when your pants fell down?
They laughed. No sense of humor.
Hold the order till we've checked the stock. Someone will be right down. Hines, get dressed, you idiots. I want a time report on each individual worker.
Now, Mr. Hassler, in this letter from Marks and Klein, they say...
No, Mabel, don't bother me with letters from Marks or Klein or anybody else. Take Max down to the stockroom.
Yes, sir.
Marks and Klein, they're a band of pirates. Gladys!
Yes, sir.
Don't forget about a meeting with the board of directors tomorrow.
Yes, sir. The books are all ready except for
2 threads, that's what I gotta tell them. 2 threads.
2 threads.
Just have it ready by tomorrow, that's all.
Mr. Hassler,
Yeah?
I'd like to make a pitch.
Pitch? All right, pitch ahead.
You know I'm for the company first, last, and always. But labor issues have to end one way, compromise.
Sorokin, you've been around here long enough to learn something, but you seem a little slow. I'm a fighter. Keep your dukes up, boy.
Keep your dukes up. Now, what does that mean?
Mr. Hassler was going to take boxing lessons.
You certainly are a character.
And I would like to get some information from you, too.
What kind?
Double entry.
Oh, no, not that.
Please, I'm a desperate man, I know, but I hate to ask a favor. but-
Sid, you wouldn't have me violate a trust, would you?
I would if it helped us snarl things around here.
Why is that so important to you?
Because my whole future depends on the titanic struggle for pajama survival.
You're a scream.
I just think if I knew a little bit more about the bookkeeping of this.
Oh, no, not that. Not a chance.
Oh, I wouldn't ask you to show the letter to me, just leave it
No.
around.
Besides, it's locked anyhow.
But I know a beautiful woman who will let me the key.
Oh, you think so?
Please, Gladys, this is important.
It'll help the union.
Yes,
And Mr. Hassler won't find out.
I promise.
Okay, but not here. Meet me tonight.
Where?
I know a wonderful joint. I know a dark, secluded place. A place where no one knows your face. A glass of wine, a fast embrace. It's called Hernando's Hideaway. Ole and all you see are silhouettes, and all you hear are castanets. No one cares how late it gets. Not at Hernando's Hideaway. Ole.
send us.
A dark, secluded place, a place where no one knows your face. A glass of wine, a fast embrace. It's called Hernando's Hideaway. A golden finger bowl or any place you go. You'll meet your Uncle Max and everyone you know. But if you go to the spot that I am thinking of, you will be free to gaze at me and talk aloud. Just knock 3 times and whisper low that you and I were sent by Joe. Then strike a match and you will know you're in Hernando's Hideaway. Olé.
Hello? Yes, I would like to talk to Mr. Hassler, please. Mr. Hassler, could you come down to my office right away? Come in. It's pretty important, thanks. Hello, good morning. Sorry to have to drag you out so early, but I knew you were having a union rally, and I wanted to speak to you first.
That's okay, Sid.
I think I might have gotten hold of some facts that might have snarled this thing.
Well, it better be quick.
What I wanted to ask is, can you keep your rally going till I come and talk to you
What about?
about solving this thing?
Well, there ought to be a time limit.
1 hour. Give me 1 hour. That'll give me time.
All right.
Miss Williams, may I speak to you?
We'll wait for you downstairs, babe.
I know explanation allowed.
I don't want an explanation.
But you mustn't think.
I don't think anything. I don't care. Look, I know you went out with Gladys last night, but that's not any of my business.
But it is your business.
Oh, to hell with that. I'm talking about something bigger.
Can we talk to each other and make sense anymore?
Not till any of this is over.
Then meet me after the
I
rally.
can't. I've got a date.
Well, that's that.
I'll break it.
Gladys, I have your key.
Sid Vernon knows we were out last night, and he has the wrong idea about what happened.
What?
Watch out!
Hines, calm down.
Hines, you're a lunatic!
Well, I hope this call turns out to be important. Hines!
What is the meaning of this? This man has been gallivanting around with my wife.
Is this what you called me about? I don't want to be involved in these personal
No,
matters.
I called you here because there's going to be a strike this morning unless you listen to me.
I told you I'm a fighter.
So am I.
All right, Vernon, that is quite enough.
Take your hands off me. I'm a fighter. I am.
You most certainly are. Now come on.
But I'm not jealous.
Mr. Hassler, I stayed up all night for your leisure.
What did you say?
I've been through your books.
You mean to say that you...
That 7.5-cent raise was added to the cost 6 months ago.
I can put you in jail. That's what I can do. Put you in jail.
No, you can't, but you can give that raise, because if you don't, I'll go up to the board of directors and tell how many cancellations there's been.
Not one order.
Read your mail. There's been a dozen cancellations. They would try to tell you all day yesterday about Marks and Klein. If this operation folds, I fold with it. I don't want it to, so do me a favor. Sit down and talk to me, Myron.
And we'll march right
pencil and a pad, I figured it out. 7.5 cents doesn't buy a hell of a lot. 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing, but give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week, and that's enough for me to be living like a king. I figured it out.
He figured it out.
I figured it out.
He figured it out.
With the pencil and the pad, I figured it out. 5 years from today, only 5 years from today, I can see it like a vision. 5 years from today, let's see, 5 years, that's 260 weeks, times 40 hours every week, and roughly 2.25 hours overtime, at a time and a half for overtime, comes to exactly $752.84. That's enough for me to buy an automatic washing machine, a year's supply of gasoline, carpeting in the living room, a vacuum in a plastic room, not to mention a 40-inch television set.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a whole lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing, but give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week, and that's enough for me to be living like a king.
I figured it out.
She figured it out. She figured it out.
I figured it out with a pencil and a pad. I figured it out. Only 10 years from today, I can see it clear as daylight. Only 10 years from today. 10 years. Let's see. That's 520 weeks times 40 hours every week at roughly 2.25 hours overtime at time and a half for overtime comes to exactly $1,703.48. That's enough for me to buy a trip to France across the sea, a motorboat and water skis, maybe even a pouring car, a charge account at the corner bar, not to mention a Scrabble board with letters made of gold.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a whole lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing, but give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week, and that's enough for me to be living like a king.
We figured it out.
They figured it out. They figured it out.
We figured it out.
With a pencil and a pad, they figured it out.
Only 20 years from today. Only 20 years from today. I can see it right before me. Only 20 years from today. 20 years. Let's see. That's 1,040 weeks times 40 hours every week and roughly 2.25 hours overtime at time and a half for overtime comes to exactly $3,411.96.
Wow.
That's enough for me to be a golden in a Taj Mahal in every room I'd ever know. I'll have myself a buying spree. I'll buy a pajama factory. Then I could end up having old man Castor work for me.
So, although 7.5 cents doesn't buy a whole lot, 7.5 cents doesn't mean a thing, but give it to me every hour, 40 hours every week, and that's enough for me to be living like a king.
See if that can offer you a compromise.
What is it?
Mr. Hassel will get paid the 7.5 cent raise if you give up your claims for retroactive pay.
We ain't giving up nothing!
Yeah!
Wait a minute. Sid, look, I don't know.
Well, I do. Let's get it over. We've won.
We won! We won!
Pastor's talking. He's about to make a speech.
Hooray! Come on!
I told you this show is full of symbolism.
Sid, you've been wonderful. I can kiss you.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be kissed for selling a strike. Of course, if it's anything
Oh,
personal.
very personal.
Embarrassing, I call it.
I love you.
I love you more.
They'll never last. And now we'll take you to one of the town's most exclusive clubs, where a party is being given jointly by Mr. Hassler and the union. We were told to dress for the occasion.
the house lights at just like 20% maybe there so we can see a little. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into a little graduation moment. If you need to depart, this would be the time to do that. And if there's anybody in the lobby that needs to come in, this would be the time for that. 7th graders, fantastic show. Fantastic. Why don't you come have a seat down here? And if I've got 8th graders in the audience, which I believe I do, why don't you come and join your castmates up here on yeah, come on.
Guys, are we doing something?
All right, guys. Go on, come on out. Carrie, you in the house? Come on up here. You don't know. Something's not right. I feel strange. Oh, I got it. Okay. Now we're talking. Let's see how Would you expect something less? Come on. There we go. All right, now it feels good. Oh, fix the back. Thank you. Sort me out. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th grade class of 2015. So, this class is, I think, particularly special to me because it began with the first graders that were my first graders when I joined Arttbarn. So this is the first class that I have known through the entire Arttbarn process, from duck soup all the way on up now to Rafters. And they joined, they grew in numbers over the years. Some of these guys joined us in 2nd grade and 3rd grade and 5th grade and even some this semester. But as a group, they date back. They date back to 1st grade, and it's just amazing to me to see them standing here today and have in my mind this memory of them being these little 1st grade actors doing Charlotte's Web and what that looked like. We took a moment in the hecticness of this weekend to have each of them. Okay, you good? All right, you can. Seem burdened by this. We took a moment to ask their 7th grade castmates about them. We asked their 7th graders about their 8th grade castmates, and I just wanted to read you guys a little bit about what your 7th grade castmates think about it. Right? You should not be scared. I don't. Wait, let me check. No, I don't. I think you're good. No need for fear. So we asked these 7th graders what they admire most about the 8th graders. And here's a little bit of what they said. They said they admire their friendliness and how when they, the 7th graders, walk in a room, you guys, the 8th graders, are thrilled to see them. They admire your ability to attack challenges with your heads held high. They admire your ability to step forward and be leaders, your ability to be funny but also serious at the same time. And they admire that they know if they need to, they can look to you for help. We asked the 7th graders what they will miss most about you guys. And they said their energy at all times, your experience, your kindness, your awesome attitude, your jokes. And we asked them what they learned from you. And they said they learned that you can have fun and act well at the same time. That you taught them how to put their own spin on all the characters that they play. And I love this when multiple people said that they learned from you that age doesn't matter when it comes to friendship. Now, we also asked the 8th graders a little bit about their Arttbarn experience, and here's what you guys said. We asked you what you will remember about your time at Arttbarn. You said you'd remember having fun acting with your directors and friends. You said you will remember the people, all of the people, the fantastic people. You said you'll remember insanity during snack and tech. And I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. And you said that you will remember how much you looked forward to rehearsals every week and counting on Thursdays to always be fun. We asked you what you'll miss most about Arttbarn. And you said the entire experience, everything, literally everything. The feeling of belonging to a community, the new family I've made. You'll miss the inside jokes. And again, I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. And you said you'll miss everything. I love everything and everyone. And we finally asked you what you've learned from Arttbarn. And you said how to work with other people to create an awesome play, to be confident, focused, determined, how to have fun but be productive. Hard work pays off. Now, I thought that I would take this little survey that I gave you guys. So I asked myself what I will remember about you guys at Arttbarn. And guys, I will remember every moment, every rehearsal, every laugh we shared, every moment when it got tough and I had to give you that face and you gave me your face back. And every show, everyone, and ladies and gentlemen, for some of these guys, 20, 22, 23, 24 shows we have done together. And that is crazy to me, but I will remember every single one of them. What I will miss about you guys is just seeing your faces every single week, and I hope that that's not a thing, even if it's not every week, that is a permanent thing. I hope you guys will come back and see the shows, come back and intern, invite us to come and see you guys and all the amazing stuff you do at the high school. I don't know that any of us can bear to go too long without seeing these faces. And guys, you have taught me something. And it is the very thing that Arttbarn is. Because you guys are my first class, you're the first class that I got to watch through this whole thing that is Arttbarn. I think that everything I understand Arttbarn to be, the magic that it is, comes from watching you guys come each and every week and be able to do all these amazing things that you talked about, all the things that you will miss. Put together these amazing shows that you've treated this audience to for 8 years. And just have a ball doing it. Pass the tissues, please. I want to take. Oh, you guys came prepared. That's great. Guys, I want to take a moment. We'll take one. Thank you. I want to take a moment and let my fellow directors say a few words to you guys. So I know Rachel would like to speak to you, and here she is.
Hi guys. So like Matthew, you guys are this class is very special to me because 4 years ago when I started Arttbarn, some of you were my very first Arttbarnians, as I like to call you. And so like Matthew said, I associate Arttbarn with this class. Like when I think of Arttbarn, I think of you. And so it's a very high standard to me, right? It's a high bar. And I love everyone, 7th graders, 6th graders. But I think of this class when I think of Arttbarn. And I know many of you, maybe 4 years ago, would say they weren't a dancer or anyone who even enjoyed moving at all. Like, if any of you could say right now, like, who thought they were not even a mover or a dancer? And now, and what brings me so much joy is, like, being able to give you guys fussy choreography and partner dancing and everything you saw on this stage today. Like, you guys killed it! You guys are so challenging choreography, and you guys just master it beautifully. And Mika, what have we learned?
When in doubt, do a Pijama.
When in doubt, do a bevel is what I think Mika has learned most about. So I want to thank you. I'm going to miss you guys so much. I know you're all going to come back and intern and everything, so or come visit us. And I love you guys. So thank you. Thank you.
We have like 4 boxes going around it now.
So I came into the Arttbarn family last year, and I got to experience a microcosm with you guys of what Matthew and Rachel have gotten to experience. But it's just been so wonderful getting to do with some of you 4 shows. With some of you, this is my first show, and it was just so wonderful. All of you bring such a beautiful presence to every Thursday afternoon. You know, I love watching you guys come in through the door. I love your smiles. I love your energy. I love your voices. You make this so fun for me to get to play the piano for you guys. And you crack me up. You are so funny. All of you are just my favorite comedians. You know, I just know great things are ahead for all of you, and I hope you guys are going to keep being active participants in theater. Thank you. Thank you for all of your work, and thank you for all of your talents.
You know, this is my first year, and this is my first show. And you guys helped me so much. Encouraged me so much. Can you be in the tech room? Come by. I'm going to prepare haiku. Best.
This entire green box is okay now, just make that clear.
I wasn't with the Pijama again, but I've been with you for a year and a half, and I just love you guys. You knocked me out. This is an incredible show. I'm just knocked out by your talent and how great you are.
So guys, there's every class has its own energy, its own identity, and I thought that at some point they would all sort of blur together, but it's not happening. Every class stands out to me, and the thing that struck me during this weekend actually about you guys, and I've known it for many years now, but it really stood out this weekend, is so special about you guys is you as actors, as a company of actors, you guys have each other's back, always. And it's the thing that allowed us to make it through a tempest in a tempest. It's literally, it's the thing that allowed us to get through that blackout during the And it's the thing, guys, that allowed us to do this show and have it be so clean and so tight and so polished looking. It's this magical thing that the audience isn't aware is happening. They know only in that the thing they're seeing is so amazing, but they don't know what's going on backstage. They don't know that the trust you have for each other, that you know that everybody has each other's back, that means that you can go out on the stage so boldly, and you know if a line gets flubbed, somebody's got you. If a prop doesn't make it on stage, they're gonna figure it out. They figure it out. But here's my wish for you guys, because I've gotten to watch that develop, and I've gotten to watch it pay off here with this show in a huge way. I hope that now it transcends Arttbarn. I hope that when you guys go to the high school next year, that when you're walking down the halls of that big high school and you're feeling like, wow, there's a lot of people here, and I don't know a lot of people, and I'm a freshman, and that's a little overwhelming, that if you see one of these people that you know, you look in their eyes and you know that they got your back. That you've built something as Arttbarn people. And I really believe, guys, I really believe that that's true. I believe that, you know, you heard it in your comments about what you'll miss, this family. You built something together that doesn't end today. You may be done being Rafters today, will be Arttbarn, and that will be a part of your life and your experience forever. And as a little token of that, we have for each of you become a little bit of a tradition here. The outward symbol of what we know is true inside. This is a wristband. It says Arttbarn Community Theater, Class of 2015. One for each of you. We hope that you'll wear it with pride and know that this is just that outward symbol of what we know is true. You guys are Arttbarn, through and through. We're going to call each of your names. This is your moment. Come down stage. A big bow, thunderous applause. No one's going to bring you the basket of wristbands and a card that your directors have signed. Take a moment later. Open that card. We've got some words for each of you. All right. You guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, from Annie in Nate the Great to Prez in the Pajama Game, Miss Izzy Brady Myron.
To Gladys in the Pajama Game, Miss Esther Cohen.
From Alex in Summer Reading is Killing Me to Gladys in the Pajama Game, Kate Donahue.
From Jupiter in the Aeneid to Sid Sorokin in the Pajama Game, Mr. Diego Echeverria.
From monkey number 6 in the Jungle Book to Mabel in the Pajama Game, Miss Maisie Elkins!
From Jen in Town Turkey Tales to May in the Pajama Game, Orla Erdman.
From Andy in Town Turkey Tales to Sid Sorokin in the Pajama Game, Mr. Josh Fleischman.
crocodile and elephant and wildebeest number 2 in Just So, to Josephine in the pajama game, Miss Maya Foley!
From a security watchman in Moby Dick, the musical, to Prez in the pajama game, it's Zach Grimspoon!
From an Oompa Loompa and a Candy Kid in Willy Wonka to Brenda in the pajama game, Miss Daniela Kaplan.
From Blue Fairy number 6 in Pinocchio to Babe Williams in the pajama game, Miss Elisa
From a hotbox girl in Guys and Dolls to Babe Williams in the pajama game, it is Carter Mucha.
From player number 6 in the Aeneid to Mr. Hassler in the pajama game, Mr. Nico Muñariz.
I'll try forever, Nico.
Tissue, 3 boxes.
And then now he's one on the piano too. You should throw those tissues out. From the Magic Baby and Town Turkey Tales to Mabel in the pajama game, Miss Nika Rossi.
From sheep number 2 in Charlotte's Web to May in the pajama game, Devin Reed.
Making her Arttbarn debut as Josephine in the pajama game, Leah Rosenblatt.
So quiet. We're all watching you, that's why.
From Francisco in the Tempest to Mr. Hassler in the Pajama Game, Kaylin Woodward.
From the Gander in Charlotte's Web to Hines in the Pajama Game, Benjamin Simon.
From Gonzalo in the Tempest to Hines in the Pajama Game, Mr. William Snyder.
And last but not least, right? One more? Yeah. From Glinda in the Wizard of Oz to Brenda in the Pajama Game, Miss Kate O'Neill.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Arttbarn class of 2015! All right, bring the lights out.
They're taking over.
We've got a lot of words for a lot of people.
A lot of flowers for a lot of people.
So if the people who are doing Matthew can come down here first.
Okay. Which flowers are from Matthew? It's these ones. It's these ones. Oh, it's all the other one. That's the only one. Guys, do you want to come down?
Oh, you're doing the thing? So we wrote a short poem for the occasion. Okay. Matthew, a dancing dude from the start. He taught us how to have fun in Arttbarn.
We spill his coffee and break the sets.
We make his life extremely stressed. I'm going to share quick memories. When I was 7, my first Arttbarn show, I was scared to even walk on stage in rehearsal, and the one thing that made me happy was going to choreography because I knew I could have fun and dance, and it's made me the person I am, the dancer I am today. In Duck Soup, Matthew was our choreographer, and I hated to dance so much that every time it was time to dance, I said I had a stomach ache. And obviously Matthew figured it out, and he got me to dance, and now I can't believe I ever hated it.
You go first. When my mom signed me up for Arttbarn, I was on the floor bawling my heart out. She said she'd buy me a soccer ball if I did it. Thinking back to that day, I should have bought her something.
There's so many memories of Matthew, I can't really share one, so I'm just gonna say a couple things about him. He's like one of my favorite people ever, I think. Yeah. No, I know. And every time I see him, I just smile because I know that he. You can keep talking.
He will be there to make our day better.
Rachel,
From beveling in gesso to teaching us how to dance bossy in the pajama game. When in doubt, bevel.
Not only have you been an amazing choreographer, you have been an amazing friend to all of us.
Even though you might be short.
You have a tall personality, and you're a tall spirit, and that's what matters. And thanks for all my life advice.
You're absolutely perfect. We love you so much. Thank you for all you have done. It was hard to keep this so short. Thank you.
I'll stay short for you guys, okay?
Tall personality. You're the height of the average barn cat.
I'm the height of the average barn cat, I think.
We can just ride up and figure that out. Okay, yeah, that's us. We're so organized, guys.
Okay,
Steve.
you're first. No, we're doing
Oh, we're Steve? Okay. So, Steve, honestly, your music is brilliant. You're an amazing singing teacher. And also, how positive you are. You're just like the happiest person I know. You're just always smiling no matter like how stressed or tech rehearsals are. And it just sort of just like makes mine, I'm sure all of our day, we just when we like walk into a room probably like freaked out that we like that we're there like a week to the performance and you're smiling like, you guys are doing great. And we're like, oh.
I can never think of a day. Usually I don't like my schedule on Thursdays, so usually my Thursdays don't go so well. I could always count on Steve to, right as soon as I got there during even the vocal warm-ups, to just bring up my attitude and fix my day right up. And I could say with absolute certainty that the Pajama Game theme song will be stuck in my head until 2016.
Mine too.
Steve, you came during around the time that I came to Arttbarn, and I would think you've been here for so long because you made me feel so welcome and you made me feel so part of the family. That it was, and obviously with the energy, I think we connected with the over the top energy all the time. So, and you taught me that even porpoises can have glory.
This is true. Everybody.
So we just put on a play, and you saw actors in the play, but that's not what makes the play come together. What makes the play come together is the staff. And though you may not have noticed, but you probably did because it was so amazing, Steve's sitting there the whole time, playing his butt off at the piano. And unless you play the piano for a musical that has 8th graders in it, you probably don't know how hard it is. And he's always sweating by the end of it. And no matter how much we mess up, and no matter how much we mess up, he always just continues smiling and helps us fix it. So before we're finished, we have a little entertainment for you. Something I worked up with some of the members. Pajama game. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I got
Stevie.
I got
Stevie, but we need Steve to help us with the show.
Unfortunately, in this play, Carrie wasn't with us, but in Damn Yankees, she was a huge part, and she designed all our sets and costumes, and it was absolutely fabulous. She was wonderful, and we loved you, and we missed your design in this play, so you did a fabulous job. And she gave us candy, which is, always good.
Strawberry is good.
Yes.
Oh, God. I mean, I don't really know what to say at this point. Like, like Izzy said, you weren't in this show, but you were there for like every other show I was in. You gave me the fabulous flower pants in my first show. Oh God. And like I just don't know what to say. Like you were there, you made like the whole set for like the shows. You gave us candy. That's what we look at ourselves. I just don't know what to say. No, I'm just gonna have fun with you.
Yeah, singing. We came to Arttbarn at the same time. We've been here at around like the same time with all these wonderful people. This is all really new to both of us, and I just want to say, in that short time that I've known you, I already know that you're so creative and talented, and you put all of this together, and you're so kind. Like you give us candy, but more than that. You're just so kind to all of us, and I just want to thank you so much.
And also, I wanted to thank you so much for making this incredible set. I think it's just beautiful, and I think it makes and also the costumes, they're amazing. And I remember every time I come into tech, I'm always just so happy to be able to spend time with you and coloring patterns and talking about stuff and seeing you drive around in your car. That was fun. And also, I'll just thank you for always having such a great mood and attitude about everything. You always have a smile on your face, and you always just make me happy to be around you, and thank you for that.
Pink or orange?
Orange is Sarah, pink is Noah.
Thanks.
Okay, so in the true spirit of Arttbarn and the stress it can be before, like the week before a show, we did not prepare anything specifically, so that's kind of our fault. But the reason that we were able to do that and still be so sane tonight is because of the fabulous interns who have been So I remember when I first came to Arttbarn, I was in the 5th grade and I was terrified of mainly Devin, but I remember there was a very nice intern there to hug me when they saw me crying, and then I came back a few weeks later and look where I am now. Yes, Devin, come here, yes, come here. This is what happens because of the interns, guys. That's what they do.
Don't worry, when I started Arttbarn, I was scared of Devin too.
So
thank you.
Arttbarn since 1st grade, and every year the interns are very nice and they always help us out. And so these flowers are for one of our great interns, Sarah.
These ones are for Noam, our blocking Bible goddess. So this is unofficial, but so our 8th grade and some of our 7th grade cast have been we've been really excited and kind of like sad to have to face the reality that we're going to be moving on from our barn and sorry, Kate. But as a thank you, we've had the majority of our 8th grade and some of our 7th grade castmates help us create this Arttbarn class of 2015.
Maya mostly did it.
Yeah.
I want you to look at this. It is.
Turn it over here.
This is what happens when you have too much free time.
Can you show us?
Whoa. Yeah. Okay. So Lisa, do you want to? Okay. So we wrote a poem. Okay. So twas closing night, and all through the house the directors were stirring, and the cast strewn about.
The spotlights were hung on the ceiling with care in hopes that an audience soon would be there.
The actors were made up, full costumes and threads, while visions of the opening danced in their heads.
When what for Matthew's exhausted eyes did see, but the interns with his full-seeming pot of coffee.
And off to their places the actors did dash, while mobs of parents barged in, interrupting the cast.
With Matthew in his suit,
in heels at height. Raging production was prepared to take flight.
With Matthew's opening speech off of everyone's minds, the actors joined hands for but one final time.
The curtains had closed just as soon as they'd opened, and the show was no more, but the cast was unbroken.
For you see, Arttbarn is more than a place you can go to put on a production or to just see a show.
It's a mindset, community, and part of your soul, forever and always, no matter how young or old.
So this year, our 8th graders will move up and grow, but we can breathe a little easier because we know
That no matter what path we take when we part, we will always have Arttbarn alive in our heads.
hearts.
Gobble gobble. we have what all of the 8th graders, or most of the 8th graders, and a few of the 7th graders said was their what Arttbarn meant to them. So look at that as you will.
So guys, we'll have this out in the lobby if anybody wants to come take a look at it. This is beautiful, guys.
I think the most
We'll look through it
parents
first.
would not understand the gobble gobble, but that's about it.
All right. You guys are awesome. Come back and see us. Have a great time at the high school. We can have 20 interns next year. It'll make awesome. So do that. Can we get one more giant round of applause? We're gonna go get out a costume. We'll meet you in the lobby. Can I get the 7th grade stripes back in the green? One thing in case it didn't get captured. If you just jump back, we just want to do a quick photo.
Oh, no.
Sorry.